Tariff, the hottest word in global economics. President Trump once called it music to my ears, but many economists warn tariffs bring deadweight losses. Today we'll break down what tariffs really are, who benefits, who loses, how tariffs have shaped history, and what strategies countries use in tariff wars. By the end, you'll understand why tariffs are a double-edged sword. Imagine two countries, Coffeeland and Cocoaland. Coffeeland imports chocolate bars from Cocoaland at 100 coins per box. Now, if Coffeeland imposes a 20% tariff, importers must pay 120 coins per box. The extra 20 coins go to the Coffeeland government as revenue. Domestic chocolate makers get more business, but consumers have to pay higher prices. This tariff protects local chocolate factories but makes sweet treats more expensive for consumers. In 2018, the US slapped tariffs of 20-50% on washing machines, mostly imported from South Korea and China. The US government gained roughly $1 billion in revenue over 3 years. Prices of washing machines rose about 34%, with other home appliances rising 23%. Importantly, some foreign producers relocated factories to the US, creating about 2,000 new jobs, showing how tariffs can protect jobs but cause higher consumer costs. Classical economics teaches that tariffs cause deadweight loss, a loss in overall economic efficiency. Imagine supply and demand curves. Tariffs create two small welfare loss triangles. Consumers lose more than producers and government gain combined, so overall society is worse off. This is why free trade is championed in textbooks. But real-world economies are more complex. Alexander Hamilton in the 18th century advocated for protecting young industries until they can compete globally. China's car industry was shielded for decades behind 200% tariffs, nurturing its growth. India's Make in India initiative also uses tariffs to strengthen manufacturing. Tariffs can sacrifice some consumer surplus for long-term industrial gains. Tariffs also have political dimensions. Tariffs often help union-dominated swing states, like steel tariffs benefiting Pennsylvania's steel workers. The famous chicken truck war of the 1960s is a classic example. Europe tariffs on US chickens, US retaliates with tariffs on European trucks. Tariffs serve as negotiation chips, as Trump showed by flexing tariffs in negotiations with Canada, Mexico, and the WHO. In game theory, two countries choosing between trade openness or protection face a dilemma. Both open yields moderate benefits for both. Both protect leads to losses. If one protects while the other opens, the protector gains big at the other's expense. The tit-for-tat repeated game strategy can help countries settle on cooperation rather than costly tariff wars. To break tariff spirals, countries form institutions like the WTO and trade agreements such as NAFTA. These bodies create binding rules and arbitration to resolve disputes. The US-EU Airbus-Boeing subsidy dispute lasted decades, but WTO rulings enabled tit-for-tat tariffs and eventually a tariff truce in 2021, illustrating how cooperation can emerge from conflict. Looking back 300 years, trade moved from British mercantilism with high tariffs to Ricardo's 19th century theory of comparative advantage advocating free trade. Smoot-Hawley tariffs in the 1930s triggered a trading collapse that worsened the Great Depression. Post-WTO, GATT, and later the WTO steadily reduced tariffs from 22% to 5%, fueling globalization. But recent years have seen a resurgence of protectionism due to political and economic uncertainties. Tariffs are neither wholly bad nor good. They generate government revenue, protect jobs, and can nurture industries. Yet they also raise consumer costs, distort markets, and can prompt retaliatory trade wars. The challenge is balancing protection with openness and choosing the right tariffs at the right time for the right industries. If you found this deep dive into tariffs useful, hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, what trade or tariff topics should we explore next? Thanks for watching.